Christy here. I'm back again today on this fabulous Friday with another Project Life process video. Just showing you some products I plan on incorporating in this week's layout. Some of these things are left over from the layout I did previously, and some I've picked especially for this layout. I really wanted to make use of my brand new Crate Paper sticker book, which you can see off to the left hand side there. So you'll see me flipping through that quite a bit. This is the last week of June, so the last week in my first half of 2019 album. I do still have one more layout to complete for this half, and then I will be sharing an album share with you. I already have my papers picked out, but when I removed the photos and cards from the pockets, I realized that I had this pocket that had two photos inside, so I knew I wanted to use a flip pocket from Simple Stories. So I'm just setting that up, and I knew I didn't really need another spot for journaling or anything, so I just picked some pattern paper that coordinated with my layout and put that as kind of a backing. Now I had these chipboards picked out along with my cards and photos already, so I'm just kind of knowing that I want to use those, lay them out where I want them, and then I have these faux leather pink pieces from Ali Edwards' travel collection that matches really well with the pink in this layout, so I know I want to make use of those. So I just kind of cut off two of those to come on this side of the layout, and then I'll use some more on the other side of the layout. So as I said, this sticker book's new to me, so I'm kind of just reacquainting myself with it and seeing what's available. I love these label stickers, and I knew I wanted to do a little bit of journaling on this card. So on this card I have two photos. We went to like a trampoline park. It's called Inja Nation. So there's like climbing walls and kind of like American Ninja Warrior type obstacles along with trampolines and things, and Nora loves it there. She begs me to go, and so I couldn't choose what photo I liked better. So there's one of Nora who's just like absolutely exhausted and sweaty, and then I just printed out a nicer one on Instax of the girls being super cute. So I added the label sticker and then the leather sticker and a heart just to kind of make a little bit of a cluster. Just attaching some of the chipboard now. The heart on the bottom right hand photo says June Stories. This is just a photo of one of my husband's parents' crops that I took. So their field of I don't even know what's growing there, but we were in their hometown or at their house for this weekend, and I just spent a few moments outside by myself and thought I should take a photo of their crop and the sunset, so I wanted to include that. I did the flip pocket and just took some heart stickers from the sticker book and layered them up to make kind of like a tab that you would know to flip up that pocket to see more photos and things under there. Added another leather piece at the bottom left hand photo, and that one says Collect Moments. And the top one there, where they're at the like trampoline park, says Adventure. Sometimes when I get stuck, I just kind of do a doodling border, and I just like bringing in black to my layout. There wasn't a lot of black, so I just think it kind of grounds the card sometimes and just makes like the attention kind of come inwards a bit more. So I thought I'd add another heart there just to add a bit more color to the flip pocket. And I'm flipping through. I know I really liked this camera. I had that houses ephemera piece picked out from last week's layout, so I'm just trying to figure out how to do this filler card. I really liked these like kind of washi strip stickers in the sticker book, and I wanted to bring some of the colors from the opposite side of the layout. There's this striped card on the opposite side that has blues and yellows and brighter pinks, so I knew I wanted to kind of bring some of that over to this side. And I picked out these puffy white stickers. They have kind of a sheen on them. They're not quite holographic, but they're kind of in that kind of, I don't know, they're shiny. And when I say that, I kind of want to start singing the song from Moana. But I picked these out just for the white. I wanted to bring in some more white, but I don't know. I'm struggling a bit with the size, and I wanted it kind of. I started with the washi strips kind of offset, and I'm not sure if I made a mistake now, and so I try to flip it around and see what to do. But I decided to forego the ephemera piece and just kind of accept it as is. And I found this chipboard that says, "So darn happy that it's summer again. This is my last week of school before summer vacation." You can see that picture of me that says, "I survived kindergarten." It was my first year teaching kindergarten. Usually I teach grade 2 or grade 3, and so I just had my coworker take a picture of me with that letterboard, and I love it. It's so funny. And I survived, and I'm going to do it again. School starts back up in a week or two. Well, from when this airs or gets posted to YouTube, it'll start in a few days, which is crazy, and I'd rather not think about that. But I decided to go with the camera just to fill in that space, and I introduced another set of alphas. I would have loved to bring those into other parts of the layout, but you can see there that I have very little of that kind of alpha left over. Might have to put that sticker sheet into the girls' scrapbooking supplies. Just putting cards back into pockets, adding that flip pocket, and calling this side of the layout done. On to the right hand side. I should mention the cards that you saw, the watermelon card and this card here that says the good goes along with the bad and makes a beautiful picture, are both from Ali Edwards. Everything else is from my stash. The card on the left that said on the agenda was actually a 4x4 card from Gossamer Blue, and then the rest is just pattern papers. As I took the photos out of the pockets on this side, I had two photos in a pocket, and I backed them and added a little tab using my tab punch. And again, I used that same pattern paper that I used on the left hand side. Just adding this 3x4 photo. This is a picture of Bam Bam and me. It's so hard to take a picture of my dog because he's black and it kind of hides all his features, but this was a really fun picture that I took of him and I. This is us sitting outside on the farm and sitting in front of the field that the picture was on the opposite side. So I'm bringing in some of these leather pieces to this side of the layout. This one, the one of Adeline there, says "Wonder Always," or maybe it says "Wander Always." I don't know. Works either way. It's kind of hard to see it even in real life. And then this one here with Nora says "Road Trip." You can see some of Nora's creations there. Flipping through again, I knew I wanted to do a little bit of journaling, so I bring in another journaling sticker or label, and I wanted to kind of layer it up, but nothing really screamed out at me or wasn't really working, so I just kind of repeat what I did on the other side, which was the label and the leather piece, and then a heart eventually. So school's done. All the photos on this side of the layout are from visiting my in-laws. My husband's aunt hosted a big party for her son and daughter-in-law. They had gotten married, I think in November, destination wedding. So they were having like a big party this weekend. We also celebrated the girls' birthdays with family at the party as well. Just really quickly, we had cake. And my husband's auntie rented some bouncy houses and a bouncy slide. So that's that picture of Nora and her cousins climbing the stairs of the bouncy slide there at the bottom right. So just adding some embellishments. It's pretty simple. I knew I wanted to bring in another chipboard to this side of the layout. I have, I think, 3 pieces on the left, and so far I'd only used one chipboard piece here on the right, so I wanted to include another one. I really liked that yellow kind of triangle piece, but I didn't like how I'd have to put it at the top, and I had that picture next to it with an embellishment right at the top, so I didn't want two things side by side with things at the top. So I found this chipboard that says "Get Outside," and it's gray, which brings in some of the gray from that font of the card on the top left row there. And now I'm just adding another piece, a leftover piece of the label there that I trimmed off earlier to that photo. Just wanted to talk about how we celebrated the girls' birthdays. Wanted to bring in a little bit more yellow, a little bit more pink, so I add those. And ideally, I would bring in those stickers again and that elf again, but it just doesn't work for this layout, and I'm okay with that. Putting things back in pockets, and gonna start on the journaling here. I'll forego showing you all the journaling because it's pretty tedious. But yeah, just talking about this week. Super excited at this point that it's summer, and it's just so crazy to me that now summer is pretty much over, and our vacation just went so quickly. But there it is. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again next Friday. Thank you to everyone who left me a comment last week and gave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.